I'm Sandeep Raina. Today we will discuss a company called Anup Engineering. They are into static process manufacturing equipments, products like heat exchangers, which is around 75% of their business, or vessels or towers, and they also make customized metallurgical products for them. So basically this is into hardcore heavy engineering business where they do work with complex metals and do fabrication. So that is a business, but the important part is they can handle heavy metal and heavy engineering on the metallurgical side, which makes it very, very exciting. That's why they make around 20-22% kind of margins. If I just look at how many companies in India can do this kind of work, I think there will be not many, and at this scale I think he is the only guy. Now coming to the numbers, they have done very well in last few years, and also we expect in next 2 years they can grow easily at 30%. The focus is exports to a large extent, because if we see export, which was around 15-20%, has moved to 28 to 30%. Eventually they want to move to 40% in next 2 years, and there is a lot of demand coming for these products from the outside world, that's exports. And India also is doing very well because these products actually are used in complex industries like petrochemicals, fertilizers, a lot of renewable, the plants that we are talking about, the growth that we're seeing, it's all this kind of products will be used. Now that makes it very interesting because that's why we see 30% of growth in this. And I think at the PAT level, they can easily grow at 40-45%. Just to give a perspective on numbers, right now they are doing around 411 crores of revenue they did in FY23 with around 51 crores of PAT. This 51 crores of revenue PAT can grow to actually 105 crores in FY23. So this actually can be the number that we can think in next 2 years. And in fact, they have recently done a capex of 120 odd crores, and if need be, they can do further capex depending on the requirement from the market in terms of revenue. And so they have enough land to do that kind of revenue growth for the capex for 25 and even 26. So if I just talk about the revenue, they can do 50 odd crores of capex in 25, which can give them incremental revenue 150 odd crores. And depending on next, if there is a more requirement, they can further do it. And they have enough cash flow for that, because in next 2 years they will do a cumulative cash flow of 100 odd crores. So everything will be sourced internally. And if I talk about the balance sheet side, they have debt free. In fact, they have net cash of 50 odd crores in their books. The only issue right now, if I just talk about, is working capital. It is on the higher side, but both on the inventory side and on the debtor side. But the company is focusing on that. If that improves, the ROC will actually be very, very good. Currently, ROC is around 18 odd %, and it's not a very, very high ROC, but it's a reasonable number at 18 to 19%. So this is basically in a nutshell that we talk about this company. So basically, if I just try to summarize, it's a company which is into complex metallurgical process, growing at 30 odd %, going PAT at 40+%. Cash flows are good. Yes, working capital is a drain, but rest everything is so good that we should be having this company in our portfolio.